Welcome back, everyone, to Pathologic. You're here with Van Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven. We need to figure out who the fuck is gonna tell us what to do. Really? Still raining? That's not good. Scalpel equipped. How's the durability doing? 62! Ooh! Not great. Okay. Yeah, this is the quickest way to Sabrob's place. I'm assuming he's calling the shots. Whether or not he is, I still want to have a little chat with Andre and Peter Stamatin. It's obvious to me that they stood me up, and they'd better have a good goddamn reason. Ooh. Repellent ankle boots. Huh. Provides no protection against blows or rat bites. Well, shit. Oh, fuck. That takes all my money. Oh, what? Oh. It looks like this guy's prices are down. So, I'll be buying those boots at a killer price. So I guess I'll do it. Oh, wait, is that the good gun or the bad gun? Oh, they're both at 100%. Okay. Well, I'll, enjoy being fucking dead-ass broke for a little while. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll just kill some muggers tonight. Oh, God. For a second, I just thought, oh, I'll just kill some muggers and continue the quest tomorrow. That's not how this game works. I got one day to figure out what I need to do and then fucking do it. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Who the fuck are you? What the fuck?
What is this disease?
The end is nigh. Only a miracle can save us. We have to hope for my girl. There's no other choice. The end is nigh? Why? 3 ends, actually. It can end in 3 different ways. The town has been teetering on the verge for far too long, balancing on the edge, like a ball trying to choose one of the 3 pockets. If it doesn't fall into one of them soon, the edge will rip it apart. The body will rot with bloody mold, and plague will devour the land. Are you perhaps unwell? Your pupils are dilated. Simon's woven equal shares of love and hate into this town. His genius kept the feelings of those who adhered to the 3 different principles in check. He knew how to derive benefit from their contrariety. Now discord has become meaningless. Like the town itself, the 3-pointed Tagler is frozen in a deadly stalemate. The town's fall is inevitable. What? Simon has built a puzzle. Everybody he bound were generally utopians or termites, but I insist that he's built the town as a triangle, and so I declare loyalty to the 3rd idea, the faith of humility. I am their mistress. There's neither heat nor cold anymore. There is only earth. What? Why the big words? Or have I accidentally just overheard something not intended for my ears at all? I suggest you make up your mind. Simon's death untied the connections. People got loose to the stitches of poorly knitted sweater. You know of the 3 wills and the 3 ideas they adhere to. Someone will have to die, while another will live. Or will it be the others? I suspect you will have a say in the matter, Bachelor Dankovsky. What it is to be, will be. Please, be so kind as to notice this stands a girl. Her name is Clara, and it's within her hands to tie or untie our fate. It's fine if you don't want to help. She will make sure that the new balance that arises is proper. How? This blessed girl has the power to decide who lives and who dies. She has the right. My spouse and I trust her. She is the emissary of fate, a guardian angel, not a harbinger like I used to think, but a miracle worker. So what am I supposed to do? Keep in mind the 3 outcomes, please. The town is overburdened. It's filled with too many unnecessary things. So reconfigure the fates. Our future path will be decided by the new list of the bound, as shall the future outlook of our miserable little world. Speak to the dazzling Maria about this, if you will. You need to have some sleep, Katerina. You have a fever. Clara.
My hands are tired and my palms are tingling.
I shall see to it that the people of Gobos Tagler, who will of necessity have to surrender their lives to me, will not have given them in vain. The new generation will not include mortal enemies. The new world will be built on universal love and concord. Damn, so that's how you talk now? Doesn't sound like your own words, though. Oh.
See? I'm not trying to interfere with your work. Each of us has their own way.
Are you intending to build a new world? Yes. We'll exterminate all those who try to play the antagonism of day and night, or of reason and the earth, to their own advantage. We'll exterminate those who've made the Olgimski and Cain clans the banner of this war. We'll exterminate those who've used the powers of the Dream Mistresses and the will of the heads of the houses to fan the flames of this meaningless strife. To what end? Someone's going to have to cleanse away the filth. The party of the humble will lay itself upon the altar of the common good, and people will hate us instead of mourning our sacrifice. Only those we take with us will grow to love us. This is what will be. Thus say I, and the mistress heeds my words. So how are you going to cleanse away the filth? They'll exterminate themselves. Everyone's at risk now, and death will more than once raise its scythe over many. And these days, death is bound to raise its scythe above every link of the Tagler. But since we foresee these moments, we'll mercifully save many from this terrible reaping. Hang on, has Governor Sabrov heard this diatribe yet? And she's out.
My hand.
Far off bells ring sweet. Okay. That's kind of weird. Right, yes, Peter Stamatin's studio. We should have a word with him. Make sure he's alright. Yo.
Is there really no way to cure the disease?
We're doing worse than ever. The infection is spreading. Your wife says the strangest things. Do you think so? Have you met Clara yet, Bachelor? I've heard her described as a zealous person with a mesmerizing voice and hands that can heal any affliction. Just out the pleasure. Isn't the girl a bit of a megalomaniac? Clara really does possess unusual abilities. It's true that she can inspire love and trust at first sight. It is also true that her touch is imbued with a remarkable energy, a healing power. However, the nature of that power remains a mystery to me. You sound as if you knew all that firsthand. What's your own opinion of her? I have long been paying special attention to that girl, but I repeat, I still know nothing about her despite having talked to her throughout the last few days, and I couldn't explain the facts that I have witnessed it. It would be interesting to hear your opinion. Somehow I knew you would want me to run into her at some point. I just wanted to find out how well you know her. I don't know her at all. Well, that's that.
My chest hurts. Can it be conscience?
What makes you say that the disease is spreading? It's spreading quickly. The neighboring district is almost entirely steeped in infection by now, and even though the powers that be have informed me that help is on the way, I doubt that they're aware of the rate of the spread. But let's not lose hope. What are you working on now? I intend to start studying the pathologic culture now, which is why I'd like to ask for your help. I need equipment. I found out by chance that Isidore's laboratory was ransacked during the recent riots. I'd be grateful if you found the perpetrators and confiscated what they'd looted. Yes, I've heard that. They're already being investigated. However, I would not call Barak's dwelling a laboratory. It was more of a workshop. There weren't many valuables there. Still, I will let you know when the stolen items are recovered. Thank you.
Prospects and his kind band together. That's a good enough reason.
Good enough reason to what? Where will the hospital be set up? Vlad Olgimski is in charge of this matter. He has agreed to provide funds and manpower. Talk to him. And the burials? Who has assumed responsibility for burying the dead? The volunteers don't see a danger there for now. The townspeople are coping on their own. Why does that interest you? I need tissue samples from someone who's died.
No, I can't stand it much longer.
Don't have a quest yet today. Unfortunate. Still. Oh. I see. Oh. The morning of the third day has come. It all ends in less than 10 days. Yes. The area around here has become sickly, in which the bachelors offer to hunt the elusive enemy and evaluate the chances of necrosis. Well, the shop's still open. Ooh! Neomycinium, an antibiotic that kills microbes in the organism and suppresses their growth. Slightly decreases the number of harmful microorganisms, does not slow the rate of infection. Unable to destroy the disease, but can halve the level of infection. Slightly harmful to health. Oh, that's not so bad. How much the gun's going for here? 3,600. So, it'd be good to buy, but I can't. I'm broke. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, the music got a little fucking menacing right there. Peter, you sleaze. You left me holding the bag, you son of a bitch.
What, is it really fatal? So, it's serious. I see.
You don't say. Daniel, do you know how Katerina sleeps? There's an ancient skin of a steppe auroch stretched above the floor at the Rod's cellar. The bed head is indeed a head, a huge mummified head hanging to the floor, its horns scratching the walls. This is where Sabarova slugs, while rats scurry across the skin like a living carpet. Do you think this is funny? I'm not joking, not at all. Perhaps I've painted too colorful a picture, but I'm just trying to convey the general gist. Rats are whispering lies in our ears. In days of yore, women used to couple with bulls to extort mysteries of the future from them, but humankind is growing smaller and pettier. It's all surrogate. Is that your way of caring for humankind? Oh, it's not like I care all that much, but it hurts. The world that until recently was sucking on the steps of vapors, nurtured with its humors, is lost now, and that loss is cutting at my heart with a knife. It was still alive a mere couple of years ago. I've witnessed the agony of its grandeur. Memories so vast do not die out in a couple of years. Anything else, Peter?
Old boy.
Do you like Ava? I do. I don't think she's lecherous. I love it that she's eager to unclothe her loins at an opportune moment, never ashamed of her nudity in the slightest. She may seem lewd, but that's just her personality trait. Ava is overflowing with unrequited love. She fell in love with my creation when it was merely a design. You mean the tower across the river? Yes. In my opinion, it does deserve admiration and respect. The creations of my haggard mind bewilder people. Sometimes they even inspire awe, but never love. Even the children, who can't live without it at all, who spend their days being there and playing there, in truth, even the children cannot stand it. It's unwieldy and ill-suited for life. To fall in love with it, you have to have a vivid imagination and a huge heart. Eva qualifies, I take it? Undoubtedly. She could have become the soul of my creation, but for some reason she hasn't. Any idea why? I'll tell you if I find out.
What, is it really fatal?
Tell me about Anna. There is. Poor Anna's lost her voice. I sympathize with her because I can relate. Also because she keeps her chin up, and I hate whiners. Thirdly, I can't shake the feeling that she's facing someone else's music, reaping the consequence of someone else's sin. What do you mean? Day by day, she's waiting for a visitor who's going to rip out her soul. This is the torture of a lesser person wouldn't be able to bear. Who's this visitor? Theories abound. Rumor has it she used to seduce certain people for the benefit of smugglers or conspirators, but personally I don't believe that. Everything happens.
Bad Twirin makes your head wooden. Good.
Tell me what you think about Maria. She's a star. The star. Maria's flawless. They say she lacks internal self-control, that she can go to any length. That is also a lie. Her self-control is staggering. It's just that she loves her mother too much. She tries to imitate Nina's style. That's impossible. Is that a bad thing? Doesn't matter. Whatever Maria does, she deserves to have any sin absolved, if only for the sheer fact that she begets true magic. And if the price of it are her insane escapades, so be it. We'll make do. That's some daring logic. And what do you think about
Truth
Victor?
is foundation, and the
Victor was the only person that Nina used to obey, not out of fear, but having recognized his superiority. She used to obey Simon and Georgie as well, but she followed their words like any person who commanded by an elder. It was merely her way to pay tribute to their family's strict traditions, and yet she rendered complete obedience to Victor, even though he never asked for it. What's your point? Exactly, it's mysterious. How did he manage to bring this demon to his heel? And why did he allow her absolute freedom of choice? Basically, Victor's hiding something. I think he's waiting for Georgie to make an unpopular move to finally show his real face. I'm just kidding. I don't think your jokes are very funny. Do I have any letters? No letters. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, it looks like it's my responsibility to figure out what the fuck I need to do to help. I imagine I have to speak to the Canes. Oh, that must be the mark of infection. Yeah, once we walk this way, the sores are gone, and there are no more rats. Also, I want to stop by Andre's place. Is that a letter? Yay! A worrying message from Georgie Kane. Please visit me at the Crucible at your earliest convenience. Another misfortune has befallen us. And again, it concerns the person whom you have traveled so far to see. I hope the woes of our family are still of some importance to you. Jeez! Probably does not like that I've been consorting with the Sabarovs, which is understandable. Boom. Bandage. Thanks, mate. So, yeah, I say we stop by Andre's place, and then we should probably just turn around, go across the bridge, and head over to the Crucible. Oh, sorry, man. I'm out of money. Hey, puppy. What's up? Prices are low. Not that it matters. I can't afford anything. Still, I'd want to sell someplace else before I sell here. Earrings. Still, the stuff here is quite cheap. Yo, Andre.
My condolences to the new governor.
Hats off to the fine guest. Do get intoxicated with us, you prisoner of science. If you care for your body so much, how come there are so many murderers roaming the streets? Am I not supposed to hurt them too? Bastards deserve to be exterminated. No one will punish you for killing a criminal. An official decree was just announced by Sabarov's men. You planning on getting your hands dirty too? Why not? Muggers and killers hold nothing sacred, so they're exempt from sacred laws and traditions. They pulled their knives first. You're free to disembowel them, tear their arms off, and perforate them to your heart's content. There's no need to perforate anyone, be they innocent or guilty.
There's nothing to talk about.
Do you believe in prophecies, Andre Stomatin? It depends. I agree, this may seem inconsistent with materialism, but on the other hand, when your own experiences convinces you to their effectiveness, you have to take them into account. Have you been foretold something? The day before yesterday, Katerina foretold my untimely death. Katerina's not talentless. That means you will die sooner or later. Nothing to be done about it. Spoken like a true optimist.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
A girl named Anna Angel lives in the neighborhood. Is she the Angel of Thunderstorm fame? No, that was another one. Also called Angel, yeah. Do you think Anna's a singer? Ha! No one's ever heard her sing because she's not a singer at all. She's hiding from the powers that be here, and any noise scares her shitless. What was the crime? She claims it to be a political case, but really, look at her. Does she really look like she belongs to the underground? She has nothing to do with the February revolt, although when there's smoke, there's fire. I think the sweet girl used to serve as a cover for the Ace of Diamonds caravan, and if my guess is right, I wonder what her position was. We're all monsters here, see? Town of freaks, huh? Ace of Diamonds. There was a Gignall play about that, the Theater of Death, right? Right, the caravan. Don't you remember the kidnapping story? The accusations of thimble riggers? Have you forgotten that orgy in the capital? They started killing street performers on sight. Our own Marc Immortel ended up on the run. Who's Marc Immortel? The director of the theater. Genius puppet master. He also directs the masks. You should take a look around. It's in the Marrow on Spinning Yarn Square. I'd like to know more about the local theater if you haven't drunk your tongue out, that is. Immortal has dug out some ritual masks of an ancient steppe cult. Now he's having fun with them and with himself. Claims that the local mimes can tell the future. As for me, I think he's making fun of the mistresses, and by extension, of us all. A motley buffoon. Yes, I've seen his kind of mask somewhere.
Who would have thought? The plague is on our doorstep. So, it has come to this.
What would you say about Maria? Maria? I'd say that the brilliance of her talent is going to surpass even Nina's one day. Maria will be grabbing stars by the handful while sipping Earth's magma. I'm putting great hopes in her. And please, note that I seriously mean it, not a hint of irony in my voice. What's the nature of her talent? Every Kane possesses this gift, the ability to see the unseen and achieve the unachievable. This art doesn't have a name because very few people have mastered it. Maria is concealing her true power for the time being, but it's already become apparent that she will stop at nothing when the time comes. Her sheer power will justify any despotism that would spring from it. Are you saying there are records of each of the Kanes displaying these abilities? Yeah, sure, please, fill the certificate. Find the certificate verifying their dragging into the daylight talents attached to their walls. It's no fucking child's play, not a trade that allows start a small hole in the wall business. If you need illustrative magic tricks, go to the theater. Makes sense, no need to get so angry.
Yes.
What is your opinion of Victor? Victor's a natural-born ruler. He could be doing it all by himself. It's Victor, not Georgie, who is Simon's true heir. But he wants to leave this place to further his education and get a degree. Treachery, if you ask me. Is that why your brother and you are still living here? Are you implying we're doing it out of cowardice? No, not at all. We're creators, constructors, builders. Where are we supposed to build? What's the point of erecting a castle on ice if the construction project ends in February? February, huh? I think I know what you're getting at. Somehow, and I can only explain it with sorcery, Simon was able to redirect the games that the powers that be play away from our modest town. They never paid attention to us, never violated us, never touched us, and the town flourished. Victor was a good disciple to Simon. He'll manage to renew his achievement. Georgie will not. Then why isn't Victor left? His love for Maria is holding him back. He sees Nina's ghost in her, after all. I can relate, too. Living in the town where everything reminds you of her is unbearable, but I'd rather see him grab the power and compel the town to make another turn, bringing it upwards. How about another drink? Oh, sweet! Free Twirine.
The blank is on our doorstep.
Tell me about Grace. Grace, the corpse lover's daughter. What is there to tell? The daughter of the caretaker of the cemetery. He used to drink like a fish and got his baby girl addicted to Twirine, too. Driven her mother to an early grave and would have driven the daughter, too, had he not died of that shit himself. He offered her Twirine since she was a child? Uh-huh. She's not much of a talker. The dead offer her more company than the living. She used to look after the grave since she was a child, and then obviously messed with her little head. She's the guardian spirit of the local cemetery, just like the Mother Superior is the guardian spirit of the termitary. Mother Superior? Are you sure we're talking about the same termitary? There's only one termitary in the town. Well, two, actually, but they're two halves of a single nutshell. A gigantic doss house that had put its roots down in the abattoir. Just to go to a bit further to the east, it was built after a huge fire that destroyed the local settlement. Do take a look. I'd like to hear all about your impressions. Some masterpieces, huh? That's what the architecture was like half a century ago, and in some places it still is. What an abomination. I guess I'll take a look at it.
All which is counterfeit. This.
Your eyes are turning green. They used to be brown. Alright, that'll do for this episode of Let's Play Pathologic. If you liked what you saw, hit like, and all that jazz. Good night, everyone.